Hello, and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called What Do Unemployed Adult Entertainers Do? Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on the notification bell so you can be told every time we upload a new episode. Now, let's get started. For those of you who don't know, the world of adult entertainment has been destroyed over the last few years. It's not just the lockdown, it was also by events leading up to the lockdown. People who used to be able to make thousands of dollars a week working as adult entertainers in videos, in clubs, online, in the streets, and other places are finding themselves unemployed because of the lockdown and the events that preceded it. If you're an adult worker, then you're finding that most of your customers are scared to death of the pandemic, and they're probably avoiding contact with you at all times. If you're the owner of a gentleman's club and you haven't gone out of business yet, then you're probably struggling to survive and stay open because of the lockdown and recent events. The few such clubs that are still open will probably be going out of business at some point soon. If you're running an adult escort service, then you've probably seen your business drop by 95% because of a customer fear and because of the lockdown and because you're afraid of getting arrested. If you're making or distributing adult movies online, then you've noticed a couple of things. Number one, it's gotten incredibly difficult, if not impossible, to find adult workers willing to risk getting infected just to perform in your video. Number two is that because there is so much free amateur adult content being uploaded every hour of every day, all year long, to free adult websites, it's gotten exponentially difficult, more difficult, if not impossible, to monetize professionally made adult content. That's why there are now so many former and ex-adult content producers who have left the industry. A lot of these people have left and are now seeking employment in other businesses, industries, and areas of the economy. So the question becomes, what are all these super hot but unemployed adult entertainers doing for money now that they have to change careers? Well, we looked into it and our researchers dug up some really interesting information. At first, a lot of the adult entertainers thought that things would get better soon, so they simply spent their free time partying and having fun, waiting for the lockdown to end. But as you may have guessed, that did not happen. Companies and individuals continue to be afraid of getting sick, so they're staying away in large numbers. So when reality and desperation set in, a lot of adult entertainers started scrambling for jobs in other income-generating opportunities. Those who can't find a job in this legal economy moved in with boyfriends or girlfriends to keep a roof over their heads. A lot of them went back to using their real and legal names as opposed to their screen names, and they started applying for jobs wherever they could. If they got jobs which require them to interact with the public, then they would have trouble being recognized by customers. So some of them would dye their hair a different color just to make themselves a bit less recognizable by the public. A number of them have actually used their notoriety to try and become real estate agents with limited results. Some of them are trying to use their notoriety to get cast in legitimate, non-adult movies and TV shows, once again, with varying degrees of success. Some of them work for model placement agencies, which allow you to hire models to show up at your house party or your dinner party and mix with your guests. This is purportedly supposed to be above board and legal, but because of that, it probably doesn't pay as well as their alternative careers used to. Part of the problem is that when your guests come to your dinner party and they and their spouses see these adult stars hanging around, flirting with everybody, then they may insist that everybody go back home. And a lot of wives and a lot of girlfriends get really upset by this sort of thing. Some of these adult entertainers will deliberately put on 10 or 20 or 30 or 40 pounds just to make themselves a little less recognizable. And that may or may not help them find a legitimate job as they search. Some entertainers are scrambling to get married as fast as they can so they can at least have a roof over their heads. Some entertainers are moving into illegal career paths in an effort to make money. That means they start selling drugs or doing God knows what else just to put food on the table. Some of them are posting their singles ads on high-end sugar daddy websites looking for someone to support them while claiming to be dating them. Perhaps a rich sugar daddy. So, what does the future look like for these people? Well, that depends on a number of things. It depends on how long the lockdown continues. It depends on how much of their looks they've been able to preserve and how much of their looks have faded away or been destroyed by their lifestyles. Who knows where and how they'll end up? Time will tell. Thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can get notified every time we post a new episode. We shall see you soon. Goodbye.